Catweazle here. Welcome to Arkham Horror. The show must go on. Turn 3. Right, what happened last turn? Well, Lola Hayes came down to Uptown, where she defeated a... what was it she defeated? A former Spawn. Then Min, she made her way to the Historical Society, picked up a couple of clues. Norman Withers also came down to Uptown and did a bit of trading with Lola, giving her the Summon the Beast Within. And what else happened? Yes, and Marie went into the woods where she took on 3 monsters. However, 2 monsters she took on correctly, which were the cultists, and then she actually took on the Loigor. But what she foolishly did was not read the back of the card properly, because Loigors are weapon immune. You've got to use a spell against them. So thankfully Lorg is watching the programme, and he pointed that out. So what I'm going to do now is we're quickly going to redo that combat, but she's not going to use her enchanted knife and she's not going to use her revolver. Instead she's going to use the Wither spell that she already had, not the one that she got from the Book of Dizjan. And she's but I'm going to take it that she did also cast her Flesh Ward, which she did, and she was allowed to at the last turn. So we'll just quickly redo that combat now. So here we are, a quick redo of my incorrectly previously run combat against the Loigor, which, as you can see, is weapon immune, so she shouldn't have used her enchanted blade, shouldn't have used the revolver. In which case she's going to use Wither, which is a casting modifier of 0 and a sanity cost of 0, and that'll give her 3 to her combat checks. So I'll have to roll for that first. So her law is 3, but she's got the +1 from Min, so she gets 4 dice. See if she casts it. She does, she gets a 6. And so Wither has been cast, she's got +3 to her checks, combat checks. We'll take it she's already done Flesh Ward, which she did last time, so it's just a question of adding up her combat. So she's got 2 fight, she's got Wither, which is +3, so that's 5. She's got +1 from Min, which is 6, and -2 for the Loigor, which is 4. So it's 4 dice again, and we need 2 successes. And we didn't get any. So that goes through, but she had casted Flesh Ward, so we get another go. We didn't lose any stamina. And we get 1 success. And unfortunately, oops, we're going to have to use a clue token, which I don't want to use. But it's my own stupid fault, I'm not doing it right in the first place. So, keep the one that we got. And another one, so we only had to spend 1 clue token. Foo, own fault, doing it wrong. But finally, the Loigor, it is now legally a monster trophy for Marie. And Marie can go back into Lost Carcosa. Right, so apologies for that. And kudos to Lorg. You spotted it and pointed it out to me. Right, what we'll do now is we shall go straight into the upkeep phase. First up we have Min. Min's going to stay where she is, so she's going to have, it's not ideal, but there's monsters all over the shop. She has got quite a lot of clue tokens, but she's only got 2 sanity. So I don't want to risk a sanity by her sallying forth and ending up going mental. So I think she'll stay in the Historical Society. It will give her a chance to use the Kabbalah of Saboth. Right, next up, Norman Withers. Here we are with Norman. What he's going to do is I think he's going to take on the Dimensional Shambler, because I want Lola to be able to move into Southside quite easily. So if Lola plops across over there, sorts the crawling one and the Maniac out, Norman can take care of the Dimensional Shambler. He's going to use the dynamite, I think. So he'll keep his Derringer to one side. He does have to roll for his blessing. So let's get that out. See if he can keep his blessing. So 2, only just. So that's all right. So he's blessed as well, which will help. He'll get +8 plus his 5. Let's see what the just want to check what the monsters. It's -2 on a sanity check. He's at 2. He's got 2 focus. So if we move that to 4, because I think he's +8. +8 -2. 6 dice to get 1 success, and he's blessed. That should be enough. And he'll get 2 dice, and he's blessed to get the horror check. So I think he'll manage that. So good. Any other changes for Norm? No, he's fine. Right, so next up is Marie Lambeau. Here we are with Marie. So this could be very busy. This could be busy. Because what I'm thinking of doing is using Find Gate. Find Gate gets her back. The only place she can come back is the woods, which is just full of monsters. So, she has got a revolver and her enchanted knife, which I think she can use this time on all the monsters that are there, or at least combinations of. So she can whiz back there, and in order to do that, we'd have to pass Find Gate during the movement phase. That's fine, that'll cost her a sanity. She got Wither, she might cast that as well. Can do that at any phase Flesh Ward. If I was going to cast the Voice of Ra, it'd be now, because it's upkeep. Gain +1 to all skill checks for the rest of the turn, but that'd mean I'd be using 2 sanity along with the Find Gate, leaving us at 2, so possibly not. Just have a quick look at the monsters she'll be facing. A Ghost, which is -2 on a will, that'll leave a 1. -3 on the, and it's physically immune, so we get the Enchanted Knife. So 5 dice. So we get 2 dice against the Ghost, which is nasty. So is there anything else we can do? Well, pass it. Oh no, we'd have Wither as well, wouldn't we? So we'd have +3 for the... Yeah, if I get rid of the 38 revolver, because it's got a hand, it's a physical weapon. Just have the Enchanted Knife. Wither, fight this first with the Wither, and then she can pull out the 38 revolver for the other 2. Yep, do that on that one. The Werewolf, that's physical immunity, so we'll be in a bit of trouble there, because I don't think... Oh no, we've got 2 with the spells, haven't we? We've got 2 with the spells, so I can cast it twice. Oh yes, so I'll cast Wither again, get exactly the same thing on the Werewolf. Phew, that was lucky. We pulled Wither out last time. And then we've got the Shan. And the Shan, we can re-equip the 38 revolver before we attack the Shan. So we've got a -2 for the horror, a -1 for the horror, and a -2. So should I push my fight down 1? I think I will. We'll go down 1. We'll go down one and we shall try that. Okay, it's going to be a big turn for Marie. A very big turn. Right, next up, Lola Hayes. Here she is, Baby Jane. Now, what we're going to do with Baby Jane is hopefully Norman will have blown the hell out of the dimensional shambler. So then Lola can just move to Southside Streets, where she'll take on the Maniac, and she'll take on the crawling one. She'll take on the Maniac first, I think. Here he is. So no horror check, and then we get +1 to the dice. She's got a rifle, so that shouldn't present any problems, especially if she's blessed, which we'll just roll for in a minute. So hopefully she'll stay blessed. Got to make some. It's -3 on the combat, on the horror check for the crawling one. So she's got 3 at the moment. So the mover will use a 2 focus, move it to 5. She'll at least have 2 dice and she's blessed. It will mean we don't know what the -X is going to be. And it's physically resistant. So I think we're going to enchant the rifle at any phase. Yeah, so we'll enchant the rifle. So that'll get rid of the resistance, and at the upkeep phase we're going to summon the beast within. So that'll give us an extra, well, I don't know, we'll have to wait till we see what the card brings, but we've got to cast it first. But first, got to roll for the blessing. A 3, which keeps a blessing. And now we're going to roll for summon the beast within. Casting modifier -2. A law's 3. So do we want to send a will up that far? So now we'll put it up. We'll only put it up to 4, and we'll use 1 to put a law up to 2. Sorry, the other way. Do a law up to 4. So 4 -2, she'll get 2 dice. She's blessed. Oh, failed. Dang. Can I use a clue token? Can I use a clue token? I should have used the blue dice as well. Don't. Can I use a clue token? I am going to use a clue token, though everything is screaming in my mind not to do it. Put that back in the supply. Go on, 4 or better. Whew, did it. Only cost 1 clue token. But I preferred it to cost none. Right, so we've casted Summon the Beast Within. Let's have a read of the card. Start the upkeep phase. It has been exhausted at the start of the upkeep phase, so we get the Inner Beast special card. Let's dig that out. Here it is. Opportunity for some overacting from Lola. Inner Beast. -1. +1 maximum stamina. So that'll go up to 5. That's cool. +2 to combat checks. She gets an extra movement point. But it's -2 to maximum sanity. But she's at 6. So she's 6 was a maximum. Goes down to 4. And she's currently at 4. So that's fine. There wasn't a sanity cost for Summon the Beast Within. No, there wasn't. So there we go. She's now displaying her inner beast, if she wasn't before. Right, so that's the end of Lola Hayes' upkeep phase. There's nothing else we wanted to do. Yeah, we moved that up 1, and we moved that up 1. That's a 2 focus. We've rolled for a blessing. She's summoned the inner beast. She's ready to go. Okie coke. Right, next up is the movement phase. Okay, here we are at the movement phase. Well, it's going to be a very busy movement phase by the look of it. Not so much to start with, because Min, she isn't going anywhere. She's going to stay in the Historical Society. So, because she's not using any movement points, she is going to try and use the Kabbalah of Sabaoth. So, what does she need to do? Exhaust and spend 2 movement points. That's fine. To make a law -2 check. If you pass, draw 1 skill and discard the Kabbalah of Sabaoth. If you fail, nothing happens. Right. Okie dokie. So she's got 2 dice. 4 dice. Right. Can we see that? In fact, better get it in here. Get it in there. Keep it in there. Come on, Min. Yes, a 5. Top banana. Well done. Oh, keep it in there. May as well. He's going to be using it a lot more during this phase. So she gets to discard the Kabbalah of Sabaoth, and she gets to pick. Oop, discard it in the correct place. She gets to pick a new skill. So what skill does she get? She gets Bravery. Any phase, exhaust to re-roll a horror check. Yeah, not bad, not bad. That's not bad. So we'll put it with a +1 fight that she's got. So good stuff. Put that deck back. So that's Min's go. And next up is Norman Withers. Well, what Norman's going to do is he's going to start off by blowing the hell out of this dimensional shambler. But first, he's got to do a horror check, which is -2. His will is at 4, so he gets 2 dice, but the blessed dice. He gets 2 blessed dice. Come on, Norman. He does it. Good old Norm. And passes that. Now it's -2 on his combat check, but he doesn't want to fail it, because if he fails it, he's going to end up lost in time and space. So he's using his dynamite, which is +8. -2 will be +6, because he's got no fight, because he wanted to succeed at the horror check. So he gets 6 blessed dice, and he needs 1 success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he gets the successes he requires. Therefore, dynamite is discarded, and the dimensional shambler, the remains of which goes back into Norman's, I don't know, satchel, whatever he's got with him. So we've got one of our monster stands back, and that's a good start. A good start for the movement phase. Let's see if we can keep it going. So that's the end of Norman's encounter movement phase. He didn't actually go anywhere. He just fought the monster. So next up, it's Marie. Oh, we've got a laugh here. Right. This is a big go for Marie. Oh, can we see her? Try and get the dice tower a bit out of the way. Yeah, she's just there at the top. Right, in order to get back from Los Carcosa, what she's going to have to do is she's going to have to cast, Find Gate. So casting modifier is -1, and the sanity cost is 1. So put that there, so we know what we're doing. The law is 3, so she's going to have 2 dice. She's got 2 dice to try and do this. Come on, Marie. 5, she does it. So that'll cost her 1 sanity. So here's a 3. 2 change. Groovy. Right, she's casted that. But in a way, you know, sometimes when you come back from somewhere, you just wonder if it was a good idea. And that's probably what she's thinking now in the woods. So what she could do now is she could decide, I don't want to fight them, because she's just come out of the gate. Oh, something else that I normally keep forgetting, but I won't this time. exploration. She's explored that gate. So we'll put the little exploration token there. So she could decide not to actually do it. Not to actually face these guys off. But do you know what? I think she is. She's got a few spells to help her out. Remember, she's got 2 wither spells. So she has got the wherewithal. They've refreshed. The one she used for the Loigor at the start of this turn. Really, she used that last turn, so it's refreshed. So she's got 2 wither spells, which she will need, because you can only use them during a single combat. So she'll need to use one on the physical immunity for the ghost, and one on the physical immunity for the werewolf. Right. So what we're going to attack first. I think we'll go for the ghost, because I don't like him. So physical immunity, it's -2 on a horror check. Her will's 4, so she's got 2 dice on the horror check. Oh, it's -2. -2. That sent her insane. What is it on the werewolf? The werewolf's -1. So we're going to try the werewolf first, because it's -1, and it won't send her batty. And it gives us a chance of actually killing one monster before she does go batty. So she's going to attack the werewolf instead. That was -1. Oh no, she's done the horror check now. Oh no, she hasn't done the horror check. What am I talking about? Shut up! Right, so she's going to do the horror check against the werewolf. She's -1, so she gets an extra dice. Oh, fails. So it's a good job we did do it on the werewolf first. So she's lost her sanity. She's down to 1 sanity. And now, you don't have to... Because it's physically immune, we're actually going to use the enchanted knife, which is +3, plus a fight, which is 1. That makes it 4. It's -3, so we're down to 1. So we're going to try and cast Wither, our first Wither. So she's got 3 law. There's no casting modifier. Come on. And she casts it. Excellent. So she's casted Wither. So she gets an extra 3. So with the 1 we already had, that's 4. So she's going to have 4 dice. She needs 1 success. Again, 2 successes she needs against the werewolf. No! Go on. Oh, no. What's that? What do you lose? Right, she's lost 2. Oh, this one's going to go down to the wire. Can she survive? Right, so she loses 2 stamina. Puts her down to 2. And she's going to try again. 4 dice. 2 successes. Go on. Oh, none again. Got 2 clue tokens, but we'd need to actually score with both clue tokens. So what I'm going to do is she's going to get bonked on the head by... Going to get bonked on the head. The werewolf's done for her. We'll take away the explode token, because she's moving away from the woods, because she's going to St Mary's Hospital. She's going to have to pick an injury card. Whoop. Oh, that's bad news. We needed to get rid of those monsters as well. Okay, what's her injury? Double vision. You may not pick up clue tokens on the board, although you may still gain them by other means, such as through encounters and by defeating monsters. If you ever gain another double vision card, you are devoured. Well, that's fab. She can't even pick them up on the board now. So I think we're pretty much forced into making her our combat person, which, considering her showing just now, doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. So, oh, how annoying is that? How many she has got? She's only got 4 toughness worth now. Oh no, that's the way it goes sometimes. That's the way it goes. So we'll put back up to 4 stamina. We need to get her up to Arkham Asylum as well. She's only got 1 sanity left now, but at least she's back to 4 stamina. But she has got double vision. So that's unfortunate for Marie's round. Bit of a downer, really. You know what I missed? I missed something as well. It's my own fault. I'm only looking now, but she's hunters with Norman, and what it says is, when you and your partner are in the same neighbourhood, either of you may exhaust this card before making a combat check against the monster to reduce its toughness by 1. Actually, it wouldn't have worked, because we didn't get any successes against the werewolf, did we? So I'm glad it wouldn't have worked anyway, because I'd been really annoyed if it had worked. But we'd have got it down to a toughness of 1, but we didn't roll any successes anyway, so it didn't matter. Okay, so that's the end of Marie's go. Next up is, and last, is Lola. Now I'm thinking, I was going to send Lola to Southside to deal with these 2. But now I'm thinking to myself, do I send her in here to deal with these 3? She's got Inner Beast. She can enchant a weapon, which is +5, a rifle, so that could become a magic rifle for +5 magic damage. She's blessed. Talking myself into this, aren't I? Because she's got marksman as well. She can re-roll a combat check. Yeah, sod it. Sod it. Lola's change her plan. Nobody messes about with one of the angels without Lola, like, getting revenge. So Lola's going into the woods. First thing she's going to do in the woods is she's going to cast enchant weapon onto her. Oh, hang on. Is it just for... Oh, it's until the end of the combat, so I can only use it on one of them. So, physical immunity. Physical immunity. That one's fine. We'll keep that in our back pocket for the time being. Won't cast it yet. She'll just go up against the Shan, who hasn't got any sort of immunity. And she's going to do... She's got to do a horror check, but a will is 4, and she's blessed. So, because you get devoured if you fail one against the Shan. So it's -2. So she gets 2 dice. But she is blessed. And 2 6s. Doddle. So she gets past that. Next up, rifle, which is +5. 2 fight, that's 7. And it's -2, so she gets 5 dice. 5 blessed dice. 1, 2, 3. She needs 2 successes. Whoop, there's 2 successes. But I've got to roll it again because I didn't get them in. Urgh. Oh, we still did it. We got 6 and a 4. That's good enough when you're blessed. Right, that's the end of the Shan. So got rid of that. See, that's how you do it, Marie. Get yourself blessed. Okay, Shan. Now we have the messing around. Which is the most difficult out of these? This is the one. Whoop. Lost me monster stand. Okay. This is the most difficult. I need 2 successes against this. Right, -1 on the horror check. So that's 3 dice. Oh, I forgot a +2 for Inner Beast against the Shan, but it doesn't matter. But I won't forget it against the werewolf. 5 and a 4, so she made the horror check. Right, against the werewolf, it's -3 on combat. So we've got the 2 for Inner Beast. We've got the 2 for a fight anyway, so that's 4. -3, will be 1 dice. So do we enchant the weapon? It's -3 on them. To be 1 dice. I've got to really enchant the weapon, haven't I? Yeah, because 1 dice isn't enough because of the 2 toughness. So, right, we're going to try enchant weapon. Casting modifier 0. She's got law of 4, so she gets 4 dice. 4 dice to enchant the weapon, which she does. So that's +5. So that's 5 dice for the weapon, 2 for Inner Beast, and 2 for what's it? So she gets an extra dice. She gets 6, doesn't she? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and she needs 2 successes to defeat the werewolf. She gets 2 successes easily to defeat the werewolf. That goes, but now we're in trouble. We're in trouble because I don't think we can enchant the weapon again. Oh, it costs us 1 sanity as well, so I'll just take that off. Right. Casting any phase, casting exhaust to make 1 physical weapon a magical weapon until the end of this combat. Yeah, I think it's a combat against an individual monster as well. I don't think I can run them together. Right. So that means do a try and evade, but it's a -3 on the evade. Oh, I've still got marksman that I haven't used. So that will be like 2 dice, I think. Right, anyway, we've got to do the horror check first. The horror check is -2. She's got 4 will. Come on, Lola. Yes. So she's done the horror check. And got past that. Now she's got -3. So she's got 2 for Inner Beast. She's got 2 for a fight. She can't use the rifle. So that is 1 dice. She has got 1 dice. However, she's got 3 clue tokens. Loath as I am to use them. And she has marksman. So she can re-roll this. Come on, Lola. 4 or better. Come on, you can do it. Yes! In your face. Stamp on it on the floor. Yay! The ghost is gone. Phew. Wow. What a turn this is. Right. That's Lola. That's the end of her. Certainly, there was a lot going on in that movement phase. And I think we're in for yet another long turn. If that's like anything to go by. But Lola's got rid of him. And now that's the end of the movement phase. So next up is the Arkham encounter phase. Okay, here we are. Right, so Min is in the Historical Society. So that's the south side, brown deck. Let's see what she comes across. Hopefully something better than just losing sanity, like what happened last time. Historical Society. Pay a $3 fee, well she ain't got $3, to gain access to the private library. If you refuse, move to the street. If you pay... Oh no, I've got to move to the street. Have I got... No, I've only got $2. Oh, God. Right. So, I'm stuck out here with a load of monsters. There's no fighting, because it's not the movement phase. But, obviously, I'm going to have to fight them next turn. Or Norman's going to have to go in and help me out or something. Oh, awful card. Right, so she's out in the street with 2 monsters. They're really nice in the Historical Society, aren't they? Can't pay for a book. We'll stick you outside with these monsters. Oh, right, next up. Oh, she has got holy water though. So she might be able to chuck that over somebody. And she's got a derringer. I suppose she'll have to take them on. Right, Oh, she can evade them. They don't seem that difficult to evade. But that's for next upkeep phase. Right, next up, Norman Withers. He's in Uptown Streets, so he doesn't get an encounter. So we move on to Marie Lambeau, who's in St Mary's Hospital. So she's up to full stamina, so she's going to have a normal hospital encounter. What with her double vision. Here we go. The doctor escorts you behind a curtain where the body of some other unfortunate investigator has been laid. The corpse has been torn to shreds. Pass a will -1 check or lose 1 sanity. Good grief. She's got 1 sanity left. She could end up making a visit to the hospital and to Arkham Asylum. So let's see. Is that in? Can we see that? We can see that. Right, what's a will? A will's 4, so at least she gets 3 dice. She gets 3 dice, and hopefully she won't end up in Arkham Asylum. She gets a 6. Thank God. Right, there you go. So let's read the rest of the card. Definitely not Marie's turn. If you pass, you may also search the body and find a helpful item. Draw 1 unique item. Woohoo! So it wasn't a bad card in the end, that one. Well, it'd have been extremely bad if we'd failed. We'd have ended up in the loony bin. Right. Unique item. Elder sign, elder sign, elder sign. We want an elder sign. Masquerade of Night. Any phase. Discard this card after failing a horror check to reduce the monster's horror damage to 0 sanity until the end of this constant. This can also be used to cancel an ancient one's entire attack for 1 turn. Ooh. Well, that might be an interesting one to keep. Though I think she might pass that off to somebody else. But there we go. At least she managed to get a half decent unique item out of this car crash of a turn for her. Right, that's Marie. And next is Lola. Lola won't be having an encounter in the woods because the Lost Carcosa gate's still open. So everybody's visiting Lost Carcosa. Nobody has the wherewithal to close it. And the one person who does is stuck in Southside with 2 monsters. Right, so that's the end of the Arkham encounter phase. Next up, it's Lola in the Otherworld encounter phase. Here we are with Lola. I bet this never happened at the Copacabana, did it, Lola? Let's get the gate deck out. Blue or yellow? Can we see the get deck? Yes, we can. First one is blue. So, we're on. So it's Dreamlands or Great Hall of Celiano. It is a hideous monster appears. But she's not bothered. She loves monsters. Don't you, Lola? God damn it, you do. Right, put this deck back. Let's find out what hideous monster appears. I suppose she could always try and evade it. But as long as it's not physically immune, I think she'll fancy her chances. Come on. What we got? We have a cultist. I know the -2 on combat, but there isn't even a horror check, is there? So there's not going to be a horror check. You better believe she's going to fight it. She don't like cultists. So she's got +5 on a rifle, +2, 7 with a fight, 9 because she's got Inner Beast. +1, sorry, -2 because it's a Hasta cultist, so that's 7. She has 7 blessed dice in order to teach it a lesson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1 toughness. There we go. Easy peasy, 2 successes. The cultist joins the growing stack of death that is on Laura's player tray. Okay, I think Lola will be making a visit to the science building sometime soon. Okay, right, so that's the end of the Otherworld encounter phase. Let's do the mythos phase, that's sure to be good. Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Open a Gate to the Woods phase. Let's get the deck and see what we've got. And the gate is not to the woods, shocker, the unnameable. Right, so take that off the, oh, that's the card. Laugh and Chuckle deck back. Where's the clue that was on the unnameable now goes to the woods, except it doesn't, because the woods has a gate on it, so it gets swallowed up. Gate of the unnameable, gate stand, monster will be going there. At least we've got a stand for it. It's a Hound of Tinderloss, could have done without one of them. Right, that's there. Oh, better get a gate, haven't we? Here's the gate. Doom token. Goes on to Haster. So he's up to 2. The gate's there. Right, get rid of the monster bag. Monster movement. Pluses and crescent moons. It's a square. Is that a circle? Circle. Oh, crescent moon, but it's not going to move because it's in the same location as Min, so he's going to stay there, the maniac. And the shan in the sky is a triangle, so that's not going to move. Right, let's read the top of it. No one can help you now. That sounds pretty. Environment oh god, oh no. Oh no, it's environment mystic. I fear the worst. The overture card. Let's have a read. This card starts in play next to the act deck. Immediately after your Environment Mystic Mythos card is drawn during the Mythos phase, the first player must put the Act 1 card in play. Oh, God. I think there's a way to avoid getting Act 1 in play, but I can't remember what it is. Here's the Act 1 card anyway. We'll just read it. Right. When this card enters play, the investigators may immediately add 1 Doom token to the Doom track to return this card to the top of the Act deck. If the investigators do not do so, this card remains in play unless another Act card is in play on top of this one. While this card is in play, immediately after an Urban Mythos card is drawn, we do the same. Yeah, the Act 2 gets into play. I don't want this card in play. It's too early. It's just too early to have this card in play. So we're going to put the Doom token on, which is just brilliant. So here's another Doom token, and Haster is now up to 3. But I really want to stop Act 1 from coming into play for as long as possible. So we've managed to do that. Let's read the rest of this delightful card. Gates cannot be sealed, though they can still be closed. Well, the rate we were going anyway, we were having trouble sealing them. Can still be closed, so I suppose if it's still in play when Lola comes out of Lost Carcosa, she could still close the woods, I suppose. Right, okay, that's the end of the Mythos phase. What an exciting turn that was. If you were like sort of rooting for the monsters. But we did get quite a lot done. It was quite, it was certainly a turn of a lot of highs and quite a few lows. Unfortunately, for most of those were for Marie. But Lola played a bit of a blinder. As has been the case throughout this playthrough, we've got a lot of thinking to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the turn. It was certainly event-packed. I hope I haven't made another huge mistake in this one like I did in the last one. But I'm sure you'll point it out if I have, and please do. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions and the views and the comments. This is Catweazle signing out. I hope you join me for the next turn. I think it's turn 4 of Arkham Horror. The show must go on. Until then, toodaloo.